few minutes ago, it was hailing, but we're not going to let any stinking hail bother us tonight. We got the roof covering us here, and the skies are clearing above T-Mobile Park as the Mariners get ready to take on the Detroit Tigers. Glad you've joined us here for some baseball this evening. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup that will face Justin Dunn.
For manager A.J. Hinch, Robbie Grossman, the switch hitter, will lead things off. And it's Miguel Cabrera, the cleanup hitter. Tough start to the year, 181 with a couple of home runs. Hitting fifth, former Ranger Nomar Mazara. You have Eric Haas in the lineup. A couple of home runs for him, 2 for 4 last night. Wilson Ramos will be the DH and bat 8th in the lineup. Justin Dunn getting the start. This will be his 7th start on the year. 1-1 record, a 3.72 ERA. In 29 innings, he has 20 walks. Want to limit the walks tonight. 24 strikeouts for him. And some changes in the outfield. Sam Haggerty will get the start in left field. Kelnick moves over to center. Mitch Haniger back in right. Kyle Lewis is the DH today. Dylan Moore will be at second base, and Luis Torrens will do the catching. And for Dunn, his curveball and slider combination have been really good for him. And throw the four-seamer about 52% of the time. The curveball at 35% and the slider at 14%.
StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. First start, career against Detroit. And our first pitch is brought to you by First Tech Federal Credit Union. Done with wins against Baltimore. Win against Baltimore this year, loss against the Dodgers. Last year, it beat Texas 3 times and Oakland once. Home plate umpire for tonight, Angel Hernandez, Edwin Moscoso at first, Lance Barksdale at second, Ted Barrett at third. Here's Robbie Grossman. Mariners hung an 0 for 3 on him last night, ending a 7-game hitting streak, and we're underway. .54 degrees as we get underway. Some sun breaking through. Mitch Haniger in sunlight in right field. Here's the ball popped up out of play.
There's a real opportunity for this to be a special night for Dunn. You look at the Tigers, they have struggled this year. They are last in runs scored. On base percentage 13th, slugging last, OPS last. They strike out a bunch. Be aggressive in the strike zone. That curveball and slider could be a good night for him.
Shift on for Grossman, switch hitter. The opponent's hitting just a .181 against Dunn.
That has not been the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the walks.
It's not just the walks, but it's all the 3-ball counts, too. That's the reason why his pitch count jumps up on him.
Breaking ball. Good start for Justin Dunn with a strikeout.
And it's not his best breaking ball. He kind of leaves this up and in the middle of the plate. As he moves into this game, you'll see that down at the bottom of the strike zone. Big delivery Supermo still picks up the strikeout.
And we've seen some high pitch counts from Justin Dunn. Here's Jonathan Scope. Back at second base last night. Played some at first, but got his way to the major leagues at second base when he was with Baltimore and Minnesota. Popped it up. Dylan Moore. 2 down. Today's SAP broadcast is brought to you by the Laborers Union, 47,000 strong in the Northwest. Heimer Candelario, switch hitting third baseman. 1 for 4 last night. Tigers come in 4th place, Central Division, 15-26 record. Mariners in 3rd place, right at 500. 3rd place in the West. Tigers 10.5 off the pace. 1st place, Chicago. Them balls really hit well. Haniger giving chase, and it's gone. It's 1-0 Detroit. 4th home run for Candelario. Tigers were held scoreless in the first inning, but got 3 in the second inning of last night's game. Candelario didn't miss this one.
Makes a velo of 106, almost 400 feet. First pitch fastball, 95 miles an hour in the middle of the plate. He's trying to work ahead. He jumped on it, so back-to-back hitters swinging at the first pitch fastball. Scope popped it up, and this one leaves the ballpark.
Oh, struck the glove and just missed. A lot of people, they're trying to tell us something. It's Miguel Cabrera. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Miggy last night 0 for 3. Walking a strikeout. Good movement on that pitch. Cabrera's name linked to a lot of Hall of Famers and great players as he moves up various lists. Long and distinguished career, 0-2. 0-1. Needs one more double for 400 as a Tiger. 6 more to tie Hall of Famer Sam Crawford for 7th on the doubles list. Dunn's got him 1-2. Slow roller goes foul. All the success that Cabrera's had. Forget that he started with the Marlins.
At one point, he and Albert Pujols, 2 best right-handed hitters in the game.
No question. One, 2 to Cabrera. Struck him out. 2 strikeouts for Dunn. Gives up a home run. Mariners trail 1-0 as they come to the plate with Jared Kelenic in center field today. He's going to lead off.
Bellevue. Jared Kelenic will lead things off in center field today. Kyle Lewis, the DH and cleanup hitter. Jose Marmoleos and Sam Haggerty will round out the 9 for the Mariners. Spencer Turnbull will get the start. Be his 6th start of the year. 2-2 with a 3.91 ERA. Just 25 in the third. Only 6 walks, 22 strikeouts for him. Defense a kill. Badu will get the start in center field. Harold Castro is at shortstop. Jonathan Scope, the second baseman. And Eric Haas will do the catching. For Spencer Turnbull, pretty good fastball at 94 miles an hour. That's at 39% of the time. His slider's best pitch, 23%. He'll get to the 2-seamer at 21%. An occasional curveball and changeup.
Turnbull, 28 years old, 6'3", 210, second-round pick in 2014 by the Tigers. Kelenic fouls off the first pitch. Kelenic, good outfielder, can play all 3 positions. His first start tonight in center field up here in the big leagues. Kelenic opening up with a bang in his Major League debut. 1-1. Fielded by Cabrera, takes it to the bag. 1 away. Future Hall of Famer Miguel Cabrera. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Turnbull, 9-25 in his career. How about his 19 season? He went 3-17 with a 4.61. He's out of Demopolis, Alabama. It's about 60 miles south-southwest of Tuscaloosa, where he went to the University of Alabama. 4-game hitting streak for Mitch Haniger. Hammer and Hanny having a great year. Second in home runs right now.
Sorry, Dave. Turnbull will use the fastball at the top of the zone at times. I think when you look at the Mariners lineup, Mitch is probably the best equipped to handle the high fastball.
Is that a play?
Turnbull, his best pitch has been his slider, mentioned it in the open, and he's going to try to expand the zone, get to the chase. Pretty good battle right here. Mitch has been hot.
Well said. Fun to watch. Second in home runs, tied with Aaron Judge behind Shohei Ohtani. 13 home runs, 1-1.
Turnbull pitched well in his last outing against Kansas City. 6 1/3, just 1 earned run. And a walk, 7 strikeouts.
Talked about his 3-17 campaign in the 2019 season. Last year, 4-4 in 11 games. 3.97 ERA, 2-2.
Look at the 17 losses. His ERA was right there at the major league average, so not much help.
Yeah.
Under 3 runs of support a game. That's difficult.
And Shohei Ohtani, I'm told, just went deep again. Did you see the pitch he hit last night? That high fastball?
I did. He's hitting everything.
He hit a high fastball. Must have hit it 20 rows deep, right center field. I was talking to Mark Gubicza earlier. He was talking about the home run he hit in Boston. And he said it was 2 inches off the plate outside and hit it out of Fenway over the weekend. Strike 3 call. It's a little breaking ball.
Yeah, he's hitting everything. The bad news for the Angels is Trout is going to be out for a period of time.
6 to 8.
Yeah.
And there's that strikeout pitch.
Yeah, the slider, his best pitch. Basically started it right at him, locked him up, and found the inside corner.
All Trout was doing was moving from second to third.
Yeah, I saw it.
And, you know, at one point, about 2/3 of the way, turns around, and I know that feeling. It was like somebody popped him in the calf. Next thing you know, he's out 6 to 8. Here's Kyle Seager. 2 out, nobody on. Shift on against Kyle. Here's our Xfinity high-speed connection barrel leaders this season. Mitch and Kyle right there. Shohei Ohtani leading the way.
Impressive list.
Yes, sir. Eight home runs, 27 runs batted in with 10 doubles. Kyle Seager. Starter last night, Casey Mize threw a heck of a ball game for Detroit. 7 2/3 of 3 hit, 1 run ball, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts.
He was impressive. Had 5 pitches, really mixed it up. Pretty good fastball.
Kyle sends one to right field. Hanging up, and it's tracked down out there by Nomar Mazara. Mariners go 1-2-3 in the first. Tigers lead 1-0. Candelario home run, first inning. It's been done, tracked up a couple strikeouts. Let's take a look at the Coors Light beating the pressure. Here's his splits.
It's been a little bit tough on the lefty. It was a left-handed hitter that hit the home run, but you look at the major league average on the walk rate, pretty high against lefties. The strikeout rate below the major league average, so get that part of it figured out. Typically, if he works ahead, he can put him away with his breaking ball, but that's been the problem. And you can see how good his breaking ball has been this year, a 140 average, second only to Yu Darvish.
Dunn will face 5, 6, and 7 coming up here. Nomar Mazara to lead it off. Long-time Texas Ranger. The shift on against them. Strike 1.
And changing up a little bit. It was first pitch fastballs in the first. Candelario jumped on one and hit the home run, so he starts him off Mazara with a curveball. Pretty good idea if he can land that consistently. Another one.
Seager relocates. Playing a deep shortstop in this shift. Oh, 2. And holding on is Terrence. Third strikeout. Dunn.
And here you go. That's the slider. So a couple of curveballs in the slider. Swings over the top of it. McDelivery Supermo. Already 3 strikeouts. No walks for Dunn. Good start for him.
Eric Haas doing the catching. Played in left field last night. A.J. Hint said, hey, spring training, this guy's a good athlete. He's not some standard issue catcher. But he had a great night last evening. Second inning and ninth inning home runs, and both of them were crunched. Both 429.
Yeah, didn't get cheated on the exit velo either at 109.
Goes the other way, long distance down the line. Look at this. Goes foul. Haas's previous home run was when he was with the Indians. Late September of 2019, they had a home run as a member of the Tribe at Washington. Recently activated. There's a 1-1 pitch. It's good looking. Throw there by Justin Dunn.
Curveball 80 right at the bottom of the zone. Cal Raleigh with a good night. 2 for 3, a couple doubles.
Well, the reports we've been getting, Taylor Trammell, Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, bodes well as we look probably not too far into the future for those guys. Guards at the big club. 1-2 here to Haas with Harold Castro, the shortstop, on deck. They load up the left side for Haas. Breaking ball, got him looking. 3 consecutive strikeouts. Dunn has faced 6 men and K'd 4. And speaking of guys on the come here, and these do not include their stats from last night. Look at that. Wow. I don't care who you are, where you are. You look at those numbers, you're going, hey, something's working here, man.
A great week. Good for them. That's awesome.
Encouraging. 2 outs. Here's Castro. I hope Dunn can stay right where he is in terms of the economics of his pitching.
Well, how about 20 pitches, 17 strikes?
There you go. Pound in the zone. He's full attack mode.
This is what you were hoping to see. You mentioned the Tigers and their struggles this year, and they will strike out. If he's able to work ahead of them, he should be able to put them away with his breaking ball, either one, the curveball or the slider, and that's been the case so far.
0-2. Off the glove of Terrence.
Trying to climb the ladder on him. It's a good pitch up out of the strike zone so you can get him to chase it, barely getting a piece.
Infield straight up now. The 0-2. Up the middle, JP can't get it. Dunn thought he had an opportunity to stop it. Base hit for Castro.
Slider right off the label, under the glove. That's a tough one. You're so close to the hitter. He's trying to get his leg out of the way and catch it at the same time. I don't blame him. That's tough.
Do a little dance. Wilson Ramos DHing. DH last night, batted 6th. It's an 8-hole here today. Dylan Moore right there, flipped to JP, and that'll do it for the Tigers in the second. Nice work by Justin Dunn. Final vaccination dose at least 2 weeks prior to the day of the game. They're going to score great rewards, including 20% off all Mariner team store gear and concessions, a CS Rise shirt, and access to the T-Mobile pen. For complete details and info on fully vaccinated sections with tickets for $10, visit mariners.com/vaccination. Kyle Lewis, JP Crawford, and Dylan Moore, 4, 5, and 6.
Kyle Lewis, the DH this afternoon or this evening. We've seen Scott Service using the DH, giving guys a break from the field. Seager, Haniger, mostly.
Kyle Lewis for 4 yesterday. 1-1 pitch. He did go, says Angel Hernandez.
Turnbull, that right there is his best pitch. The slider off the plate.
Two and one. Tigers win last night 4-1. 4 runs on 6 hits. They left 5 on. Mariners had a run on 4 hits. They left 4 on base. It was a 2-2 to Kyle. And down goes Lewis, 1 away. Second strikeout for Turnbull.
Fastball probably belt high. It is in the middle of the plate. And after those sliders, a late swing from Kyle.
JP Crawford. Gold Glove shortstop. It's hit well center field. Badu is right there, not 2 away. Quick 2 outs. Going to bring up Dylan Moore. Dylan 4 for 14 on the homestand. Well, he's really picked it up. Reaching base safely in 7 of his last 9 games. Hitting at a .290 clip. 3 homers, 8 runs batted in. 3 doubles, couple of stolen bases. Wild game there. 8-8 in the 9th. Turnbull facing the Mariners for the first time in his career. 1-1.
Late swing on the fastball. Hard hit chart for him. Look, major league average, a little bit better. The barrel rate. Hard hits, again, a little bit better. So he's really throwing the ball well. Some improvements for him, basically, with that slider.
Hit on the ground to the shortstop, Castro. Steps into the throw. Turnbull looking good. 6 up, 6 down. He's got a 1-0 lead. Wilson joins us. Dan Wilson, how are you?
Dave, always great to be here. Excited to take in the game tonight, and always great to be with 2 greats like you and Blow.
You're too kind. The check is in the mail.
Hey, Don, off to a good start, Dan.
Yeah, you know, I really like the tempo he's kept this, so far tonight. Been a little bit quicker. It seems like he's getting on the mound, getting ready to throw the ball. Has used his breaking ball right out of the chute and been very effective in the strike zone. He's just really dominated the strike zone in these first 2 innings, and I think it's gone a long way for him. I think it's awesome to see him out there. It's probably something they worked on, Mike, between starts, probably on the side. Hey, pound the zone, get ahead, keep your tempo working quickly, and so far so good.
Yeah, I think the main thing is, I was talking about this, Dan, that his curveball and his slider both have been so good this year. It's just a matter of being able to get to it. And then we saw him land the curveball early a few times and eventually put him away with the slider, which was also a pretty good combination, I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. And that curveball is so effective. It's got the lowest swing percentage of any pitch in the big leagues. Guys just don't like swinging at it, especially early in the count. And then so be able to get a couple strikes with that, and then, like you mentioned, use that slider to put him away. Awesome stuff.
He's ahead of Baду here, and he did go, says Angel Hernandez. So 3 pitches, a quick dispatch. That's the 5th strikeout for Dunn.
And that was on the slider that Dan was talking about. Quickly ahead, and then just bury this breaking ball. Slider in the dirt, still cannot check his swing. McLivery Supermo, definitely too far.
This is some of the sharpest we've seen done as we go to the second time through the order.
Yeah, without question.
I mean, 9 batters, 5 strikeouts. And I don't have a 3-ball count here either.
Keep that trend going.
Amen. Dylan Moore out short right field. Seager by himself, left side of the infield. Dan, how many times did you ever have to tell some guys that in terms of picking up speed, tempo, get it going,
Yeah, it's something that kind of ebbs and flows a little bit with a pitcher as the game ebbs and flows. And you see a lot of guys that have a good tempo, early in the game, and things are going pretty smoothly, and then they get a couple runners on base and things really start to slow down, and that's when you see them start to lose their feel a little bit. And so you kind of have to weigh that. Sometimes you get into situations where their tempo gets a little bit too quick, and they start making pitch after pitch, and they get into trouble real quickly. So you have to kind of manage both sides of the coin. Some guys work well going quicker. Some guys don't work well going quicker. So you have to weigh all that. But for the most part, I think tempo is a big weapon. And when you're getting ahead and you have a quick tempo, you really put the hitter on his heels. And they have to get in the box ready to hit. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves 0-2 real quick.
And let me ask you this, too. When a guy's going good, and then a couple of guys get on, and then the tempo stops. I mean, explain that. I mean, they start overthinking. I mean, we've seen this happen with a lot of guys. Like the game just grinds to a halt.
Yeah, I mean, some of that's natural because you're holding runners on. You're in the stretch. You're trying to control the running game a little bit. So sometimes it's going to slow down on its own. But you don't want it to slow down too much. And some guys just don't. They go south when they get to a point that's too slow. Their stuff they lose the feel. Their velocity on their fastball goes down. The movement isn't quite as sharp, so you really have to keep those guys moving as best you can. And I think Dunny tonight, with his tempo having sped up a little bit, I think it's really worked to his advantage.
Keep that adrenaline working.
Yeah.
He's 2-2 here to Grossman, 1 out, nobody on. 1-0 on a Candelario home run first inning.
I think the other thing too, Mike, and you can speak to this, but being in the field, guys with slow tempos really can grind the defense to a halt too. Keeping you on your toes and getting pitches and strikes and being ready each and every pitch makes a difference.
Yeah, I mean, you would think you're going to be ready all the time, but human nature sets in after a while, and you can certainly help yourself if you keep the tempo up.
Payoff here to Grossman. First walk.
Hard hit chart for Justin Dunn last year. This year, much better. Yeah, such good stuff. It's just, being consistently in the strike zone. You'll find, especially if he's able to do that early down, he'll start to expand. We've seen some of that already with his slider that's been down out of the zone, getting them to swing at it.
Jonathan Scope popped up to second. Scope from the island nation just off of Venezuela, Curacao. How about the players that have come out of there? Ozzy Albies, Vladimir Ballantyne, Kenley Jansen, Andrew Jones, Jared Juergens, Hensley Mullins, Jerickson Profar, Andrelton Simmons, to name a few. It's a pretty good crew. On the Scope. Infield at double play depth. The 1-1 pitch here to Scope. Scope batting in the 2-hole yesterday. Second inning home run, went 1 for 4. It's a 2-run shot off Kikuchi. Popped up out of play. Boy, get well wishes to Kevin Pillar. Took 94 in the nose last night. You guys saw that with the blood. I mean, it's like turn off the faucet already. That was ugly.
It was bad. I mean, the good news is it seems that he's okay right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
he showed up at the ballpark today.
Everything is fine. But you had to feel for the pitcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was shaking up.
He was.
Jacob Webb of the Braves. Young kid. 1-2 here. Breaking ball. Fair ball. Wow. Took a chance.
That's the only play he had.
Yep.
A couple of strike on the hitter, so Kyle is playing back and just hoping that it would bounce foul. Hits the corner of the base and it's a fair ball.
One out, 2 on. There's Candelario, right center field. He had a home run. 2 out, nobody on, first inning. Then run through for us if you would. Runner on second. What the change up, the communication, changing the.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, Candelario hit that first pitch fastball into the right field seats. He's going to see a lot of breaking balls here, trying to get that ground ball. And that one skips away for Torrens.
Runners advance. A wild pitch.
Breaking ball, looks like the curveball. Torrens goes to block it, and it hits his glove and skirts off to his right. Sometimes your glove is your enemy because the bounce off of the glove from the dirt is unpredictable. You want to try to get it off that chest protector because it's a more predictable bounce.
One and one to Candelario. First pitch swinging in the first inning.
Fastball in the middle of the plate. Good fastball at 95, but he turned it around.
Second and third, one out. A little bit of a jam here. Two and one. There's traffic on the base path so far for Dunn. Two-one pitch. Slow roller. Marmoleos take the out. Runs going to score. It's 2-0. Detroit. Scoring going to play Robbie Grossman. Moving to third is Scope. RBI ground up.
He was fooled on it out in front, but able to put it in play. Like it jammed him a little bit also.
So 2-0 Detroit. There's Cabrera, struck out on a 1-2 pitch. Well, place at 94, strike one. One. Foul back. Cabrera, we noted last night. We note again, one of the real amiable guys in the game. When he came out of the dugout, he saw Ichiro across the way and hollered over, and Ichiro came over, and they greeted each other, had a nice embrace and a nice conversation during BP.
A few hits between those guys, huh? Interesting.
Just a few.
See you in Cooperstown. There's 0-2 to Cabrera. It's this to right field. Haniger back a couple of steps. Tigers had another run. Candelario having a good night. He's driven in both. It's Roof covering us up. They rolled the roof. Rolled it out about an hour or so before our first pitch. Bring you down to third base line. T-Mobile coverage cam. Some exciting views, especially we had a couple of plays recently, a couple of doubles and triple. You can follow that stuff. Watch the guys run the bases. Good start here for Spencer Turnbull. He's got 6 up, 6 down, 2 strikeouts. He'll face Terrens, Marmoleos, and Haggerty, bottom third of the order.
Yeah, now 7 batters, 6 first pitch strikes for him. Working ahead.
Terrens at 184, 2 homers and 6 runs. Batted in. Quickly behind 0-2. Turnbull 4-4, 3.97 ERA last year in 11 starts. Turnbull's best year as a professional, second year in the minors. He went 11-3 with a 3.01 in 2015. His big league debut in the 18 season, he went 0-2, 4 games, 3 of them starts. Trent's trying to get a little hitting going here. It's been a scuffle for him the last bit of games here. And it continues here with the strikeout. That's the 3rd strikeout for Turnbull. 1 down. He's retired the first 7 men that he's faced. It's Twitter Tuesday continues. Here's our second chance to win. Hashtag Root Q2 and tell us which color boat will win tonight's Snoqualmie Casino Hydro Challenge for your chance to win a $25 gift card to 12 Moons at Snoqualmie Casino. Jose Marmoleos. Cabrera feeds to Turnbull. Quick 2 outs. See if Sam Haggerty can get something going here. 2 outs, 3rd inning. And this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Haggerty 2 for 5 on a homestand. Shows bunt. Strike 1.
Candelario was playing even with the bag, but he was well off, more towards the shortstop position. Haggerty and his speed, if he would have been able to drop one, I think he gets a base hit easy. Cheating over a little bit more now.
Bouncing ball scope is right there. Turnbull breezing, 9 up, 9 down, a 2-0 Detroit lead. Field drive hybrid for all Toyota offers. Go to buyatoyota.com. We've had a multitude of pictures in the sky here the last couple hours, and the roof is covering us.
Thank you.
Yeah. The original designer, we'll look it up and give him a shout out. Man, oh man. So Justin Dunn, Heimer Candelaria, has got him for a home run and an infield out RBI. Dunn has struck out 5. As we go to the 4th, he's got Nomar Mazara leading off, followed by Eric Hassan, Harold Castro. So a lot of Mazara over the years playing right field and or first base for the Texas Rangers. They overshift for him and he shoots it the other way. That is a foul ball. What did you guys think about Tony La Russa last night? His team was it was 15-4. Sox up on Minnesota. Yermin Mercedes swings at a 3-0, 45-mile-an-hour pitch from Williams Astudillo, having been given a take sign, and Tony some foul back. Unwritten rule. 3-0. Anybody. 3-0, swinging, up 15-4. Any problem with that? I mean, Tony seemed to have a big problem with that and really read out the kid, said he's going to get punished.
He talked about having respect and sportsmanship and all that stuff. Tony La Russa did. Yeah, I saw all of that. He also said that it wouldn't happen again. I believe him.
But in terms of, that kind of stuff happening, you see it in these blowout games. I mean, you got a problem with him swinging 3-0? I mean, who was it? Tatis earlier in the year. It was a similar situation.
I think that I would frown on it if the other team was still throwing their pitchers out there, but you have a position player lobbing up there 47 miles an hour. I think at that point, the opposing team that is down basically they got the white flag out there. So, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I can kind of see where it, whatever.
I think those things are so hard because there's so many contextual things that you just don't have when you're not there in the moment or you haven't been in the series, the 2 or 3 games prior to. There's just so many things that are involved in those things that can play a factor that you just don't realize too. So, well,
I don't think there's any bad blood or anything like that. I
don't think so either, and I think that if Tony.
Tony was upset. He spent the entire.
He gave him the take sign first of all, and he said there was some confusion on that, which here nor there for me, because I'm sure that there won't be again. He already said. He also said that. But
Tony spent the entire post-game Zoom talking about that. Meanwhile, his team is raking. They got a good ball club too.
Yeah, they do.
Trevor Bauer from the Dodgers. Dear hitters, if you hit a 3-0 homer off me, I will not consider it a crime. Dear people, we're still mad about a hitter hitting. Kindly get out of the game. Can't believe we're still talking about 3-0 swings. If you don't like it, managers or pitchers, just be better. I tend to go with him. I know Bauer's very outspoken. I don't have a problem with that. Full count here.
I thought I saw something today earlier on MLB, and I thought Billy Rifkin had the best idea. And that is, if you get to the point as a team and you're getting beat and you're going to put a position player on the mound, just end the game. No? Then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
I saw that.
10-run rule.
I saw that.
I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
Get that white towel handy and throw it out there.
I think we need to look and see if Billy has an ERA, because that might just be sour grapes on Billy's part.
No, he was actually pretty funny about it. He was talking about it, and he said something about in those games is when the extra guys go out there and finish things up, and I was one of the extra guys, and I didn't want to go out there either.
He said, part of F Troop. He said an F Troop, man. F Troop guy's going on.
It was pretty funny.
Swing and a miss. He puts Mazara away. 6 strikeout for Dunn. It was a battle.
Yeah, 10 pitches in the at-bat, and here you go. Just an aggressive fastball right on the outside corner. That is just some paint.
Didn't help his pitch count, but he got the out here. 1 out in the 4th. Eric Haas struck out looking. How many of those games are you guys in during your... I mean, anything in particular jump out? I mean, you're going to have some for you and again you.
I choose to forget them.
Yeah. Although for a catcher, a lot of times we get to audition at other positions during those types of games. So.
Oh, well said, Dan.
Third base. I got a game at third base against the White Sox because of that.
High fly ball deep left center field. On the track. Making the catch is Haggerty. 2 down. Yeah, it's a hang time. The Mariners shine the season ticket member spotlight on Jen McNaught from Lake Stevens, who returns to T-Mobile Park this season with her husband and 2 sons, Mason and Tyler, to enjoy her ballpark favorite sushi. Yes, indeed. Thanks for being part of the club, Jen. Excited to have you back at T-Mobile Park. Dan, how many times did the ball find you at third?
I remember I had to come in and charge a play. I thought I made a good throw, too, but the umpire called him safe. So, all right.
Here's Harold Castro, single to center.
Did you ever volunteer to pitch?
I mean, I would have gone out there had I been asked. I don't know that I ever volunteered. Did you ever? I mean, you had a great arm, Mike, so I could see you getting out there.
My answer would have been simple: no chance. they're way too close.
you know the damage you like to inflict. So why should you be a part of it, right?
Having a good arm is great, but you know, if I'm in high school, I would do it. But it's big league hitters, man. That ball comes back at you in a hurry. I'm out on that.
I'll give you some goalie protection next time.
Yeah, maybe if I could take an L screen out there with me, then maybe.
Yeah. Two out, nobody on here in the 4th.
It's part of the reason why when we've seen it this year, and even last year, the position players, I think that's probably the biggest reason why they're just lobbing it up there, because it basically is forcing these guys to pull the ball and not hit it back at them.
Good call.
Yeah.
Use that launch angle, baby. 2 out, 2-2. Here we are in the 4th inning. 2 outs, done, about to throw a 63rd pitch. Put Castro away. He's singled. Center field, 2nd inning.
And he was jammed on the slider. Hit it right past Dunn. Back up the middle for a base hit.
Seems like this time through the order, he's been relying a little bit more on the fastball. Showed a lot of breaking balls earlier in the game. First time through, this time using that fastball, top of the zone, bottom of the zone, in and out.
Throwing 95 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Count unfold. Wilson Ramos on deck, the DH. Three-two pitch. Broken bat, base hit. Two out base runner.
Ends up chasing the fastball in off the plate. That's off the label, breaking his bat. I think the base hit, so a couple of broken bat base hits for him.
4 hits for the Tigers now.
Oh, yes, 2 of them.
Wilson Ramos. DHing. His main gig, catcher. JP thought about second. Double clutch and got it over to Marmo. Ends the fourth inning for Dunn. Nice job. Coming up for the Mariners, top of the order, Kelnick, Haniger, and Seager. Mariners baseball is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Be sure to join the all-new EQC Players Club. More info at emeraldqueen.com. By our local Ford dealer, home of the F-150, America's best-selling truck for 44 years. And by Jack in the Box. Dip into this. Grab a box of 15 tiny tacos or get them loaded only at Jack in the Box. You're looking at Spencer Turnbull. Second round pick in 2014 is retired 9 up, 9 down with 3 strikeouts. This begins his second time through the order.
He's been efficient. He's throwing strikes. 10 batters now, 8 first pitch strikes, so working ahead. Basically going back and forth with the fastball and the slider.
Turnbull coming in with a 2-2 record, a 3.91 ERA in 5 starts. Kelnick grounded out to Cabrera at first.
Hopefully things will be a little bit different second time through.
Kelnick with a home run and a double. His first week in big leagues. 2-1.
He tried to lose that fastball. Had 2-0, and he was looking for a fastball in on the inner half. That was in off the plate. Fouling it off.
Miguel Sano with 3 home runs.
Their changeup.
Kelnick 4 for 22 coming into today's game. 3-1 pitch. He's aboard.
Good speed on the bases.
Yeah, he can run. Good athlete. First base runner for the Mariners. Brings up Mitch Haniger. Struck out looking on a 2-2 pitch in first. I don't know if I've asked you guys this. Haniger, a comp for him that you played with or saw.
I think that is going to be a difficult one for me because I actually looked it up today too. I feel like he has, out of all the Mariners, he hits that high fastball better than any of them. And I think in that top third, he was well over 300 with 5 of his 12 home runs from there. And just because they just recently started calling that high strike like that, I just can't think of anybody that would attack it the way that he does.
He is having tremendous success.
There it is again, high fastball, top of the zone.
Ohtani hit a home run tonight. He's got 14. Mitch with 12.
I thought that he gave a pretty good answer after one of the games when he hit a home run and I think a double on the high fastball. I was listening to him on the radio side of things after the game was over and he was asked about it. And he said that he doesn't necessarily worry about the top of the zone where the strike zone is. Depending on the pitcher and what he's dealing with, he sets his bar up on a certain level and tries not to go higher than that, just depending. And he's been pretty disciplined about that. You'll see him chase every now and then. But one thing that it will do, I think, Dan, if you have somebody with velocity that is up there, even if you have that bar, it opens you up a little bit to maybe chase the breaking ball a little bit more because you still have to get started a little bit early to get there.
Yeah, but that's an interesting way to approach it. And
I thought so.
Yeah. I think the key there is he's disciplined enough to not chase above that line. Some guys just are not disciplined enough to hold back on that pitch above the line, but he's able to you know, hold himself back on the ones that are too high that he sets his sights at, but then he's just able to munch the ones that come in under that zone.
1-2 pitch. Center field backing up. Badu is on the track. Got room and makes the catch. Kelnick went back to tag and bluffs.
I wonder if he was going to try it if he hadn't slipped.
They did. He went back to reload, yeah. This day in MLB history, the big unit erupts in Atlanta. Randy Johnson becomes the oldest pitcher to throw a perfect game in Major League history. close did you guys come, Dano?
We came close a couple of times. I remember a couple of 2-hitters that were broken up late in the game. 3 hitters here and there. But every time he took to the mound, you knew he was going to come out with double-digit strikeouts for sure. And beyond that, anything could happen. And he was just fun to catch behind. It was a physical night of a lot of stress and anxiety. But outside of that, just in terms of how he could control the game, control a lineup, I always say that he controlled the game before he even went out there because the manager would fill the lineup card with right-handed hitters. He just changed the game that he was in.
Yeah.
0-1 to Seager in that perfect game. 2-0 over the Braves. The big unit joined Cy Young, Jim Bunning, Hideo Nomo, and Nolan Ryan. The only hurlers throw no-nos in both leagues. I understand on the date of May 16th, you had a grand slam and a one-hitter.
It was in Oakland. That was the first grand slam off of Bobby Witt when I went back-to-back days. But Randy, I think it was Blankenship that ended up getting a hit. It was the only hit that he gave up in that game, and I believe it was late to like one out in the 9th inning. There you go, one out in the 9th inning, and Blankenship got a hit.
Kelnick has not attempted a stolen base as of yet. Mariners down 2-0. Heimer Candelario, first inning home run, 3rd inning infield ground out RBI. Kelnick, good lead. Doesn't go. And pitch taken by Seager for ball 1. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So Kelnick, the first base runner for the Mariners in this ballgame. 1 out. Seager trying to move him along. 2-2.
Trying to climb the ladder on him.
A.J. Hinch, first year's manager with the Tigers after his nice run in Houston, suspended for a year. Swing and a miss. Seager's gone. That's a 4th K. 2 down.
And for a couple of high fastballs, back to the breaking ball, down out of the strike zone.
He threw a changeup to Kelenic. I was thinking maybe he might go changeup after the couple of fastballs, but that curveball at the bottom is sharp and it's tough. Swung right over the top of it.
Kyle Lewis struck out first time up. That was in the 2nd inning. Caught in between.
He was taking a chance. A couple of outs. Runner on. Well, he might get a first pitch fastball. He's going to throw in a lot of first pitch strikes. End up being the slider off the plate.
Runner goes. It swung on. Throw down to second. Kelnick has his first stolen base as a big leaguer. Got a great jump.
Yeah, good jump to throw up the line a little bit too. Able to slide in behind the tag.
So Kelnick at second, 2 outs. Lewis in an 0-2 hold. They're just looking for their first hit. One and two. Well, Brian O'Keefe had a nice game. Catcher, 2 for 5. His third home run, knocked in a couple. Ball and 2 strikes here to Lewis. 2-2.
Trying to wear him out with that slider.
Yeah, you got him to swing at that first one off the plate, and he's just gone back to it several times.
Kyle in his first at bat, it was the sliders, but eventually put him away with a fastball that was elevated.
That's what we do, Mike.
I understand.
We see a weakness, we keep going right after it.
And yet we're still friends.
2-2 with a runner at second and 2 outs. Struck him out. 5th strikeout for Spencer Turnbull, and he's in charge. Justin Dunn looking for win number 2 on the season through 4. He's given up 2 runs on 4 hits. He struck out 6.
I think overall he's really had a nice game plan, been able to execute it for the most part. When you look at the solo home run, that was a first pitch fastball, just trying to work ahead in the first inning, so not too concerned about that. There you go, giving up the 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. Turnbull, though, on the other side, he isn't giving up anything at all. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts for him.
Akil Baddoo. Baddoo struck out on 3 pitches his first time up. Boy, he got out of the gate in a hurry for the Tigers. Slaps this one foul. Major League debut. Homered on the first pitch in his first career AB. Baddoo with 4 home runs out of the gate as a rookie, 16 runs batted in. He's got 5 doubles, 3 triples, and 3 stolen bases. The rookie has made an impact. Batting in the 9 spot, he'll be followed by Robbie Grossman and Jonathan Scope. Good looking pitch by Dunn, records his 7th strikeout. Second time he's got Baddoo.
I was saying all the way back in the first inning, Dan, that if Dunn is able to command the strike zone early in this ball game, he has an opportunity to have a special night. He's on his way. Pretty good breaking ball tonight. His fastball command has been excellent. He's punching out some players tonight. I mean, he's really done a nice job overall, using both his curveball and his slider.
Yeah, I think that's the key, really. You're right. He's been in the zone with his fastball, but his secondary stuff, curveball and slider, have been in the zone. And that's been a big key for him. A good pitch here, good slider there to Baddoo to get his 7th punch out of the night.
That 7th punch out's his career best. Ball game, and we're just in the 5th inning. Pulled around to the right for the veteran Robbie Grossman. Pulled a string on him. 0-2. Grossman struck out leading off the ball game. Walked in a 3-2 pitch in the 3rd with 1 out. Moved to second on the infield hit by Scope. Wild pitch to 3rd and scored on the infield out by Candelario. Did not go, so check with Ted Barrett. Seven strikeouts, 1 walk for Dunn. Should play here in the 5th. Fouled off. White Sox and Twins 4-4, bottom 9 at Minnesota. Yankees 7-4 at the Rangers, bottom 9. Indians 5-4 over the Angels. Angels without Mike Trout next 6 to 8 weeks. Calf strain. Astros leading at the Athletics as they get that series underway, 3-2. Bottom of the 6th in Oakland. Ranging over Skelnick. The 2 down here in the 5th. Time for question 3. Predict which batter will hit the highest exit velocity on a fair ball in tonight's ball game for your chance to win a Jay Buhner bobblehead. 2 outs. Here's Jonathan Scope, second baseman. Popped out to Dylan Moore, his opposite number, and got an infield hit. Candelario's 106 right now as the clubhouse leader. Dodgers and Diamondbacks into 4 tied at 1-1. Same score, 4th inning, Padres and Rockies in San Diego. It's the Mariners' next stop to get back on the road. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games in San Diego, then go to Oakland Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Dunn trying to get back in the count here with against Scope 2-0. He does so. 2-1.
Good quality fastball there at the bottom of the zone. Justin likes to use the top of the zone with his heater, but I've seen him throw some good fastballs down in the zone tonight. That one right there, get him back into the count.
2-1. Breaking ball, good one. 2-2. Phillies beat the Marlins 8-3. Mets win at Atlanta 4-3. Blue Jays crunch the Red Sox in Buffalo 8-0. Comes a 2-2. 2 out, nobody on here in the 5th. Got him. Boy, Justin Dunn just needs some run support. He's throwing a great game. A career best 8 strike. Tigers come into this series 13th in ERA in the American League. But boy, I tell you what, Turnbull's throwing a nice game here this evening, and last night Casey Mize was outstanding.
Yeah, Turnbull, he's mixed in a couple of changeup, but basically it's been his fastball and slider. We knew that he was going to try to expand the zone at times, and he certainly has done that. But he's also thrown his number of strikes. His fastball command, though, I think, has set everything up for that slider.
So the Mariners, 4 hits last night, and none thus far. First time for everything as we go to the bottom of the 5th. J.P. Crawford, Dylan Moore, Luis Torrens. J.P. a hard hit fly out to center field first time up. Turnbull struck out the last 2 men that he's faced. We did see Kelnick walk and steal second, his first bag as a big leaguer last inning.
There you go. You'd like to get into that bullpen. It was tough last night with Mize getting deep into the ball game, and Turnbull now, he's been efficient, 53 pitches for him.
Attacking is Cabrera to get it. There's 1 out. You have 4 chances to secure the first bobblehead of this season, May 27th through the 30th. First 5,000 folks to each game receive a Marco Gonzalez bobblehead, courtesy of Root Sports. So make sure you get this collectible of the Mariners ace before they are gonzo. Visit Mariners.com for tickets.
It's good to talk to Marco. Sounds like maybe he might be back by that time. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Before the game, Scott Service was observing him throw today and said he looked good. Dylan Moore, first time up, grounded out to short. Up the middle, Scope. Nice play, 2 down.
That was a nice play. Had to dance around the bag. Second base. Throw on the run.
Big man, nimble feet. Second baseman.
Mike, you mentioned Turnbull's fastball. Got some pretty good action on it tonight. A little two-seam run to it. Really kind of eating up the hitters a little bit, keeping it on the ground. Seen several ground balls tonight.
Two strikes, picks his spots to the top of the zone.
This Turin struck out on a 2-2 pitch. Pitch is working for him tonight. 1-1.
That's his best pitch, the slider. Mentioned at the start of the game, opponents hitting just 151 against him. There's been a lot of weak contact. Able to get him to chase.
Oh, you mentioned it before too, Mike. 13 out of 16 now first pitch strike. So he's been in control of the count all night long.
Goes 3-1 to Turin's, 2 out, nobody on 5th inning. Marmoleos on deck. Fouled off. Turnbull at Alabama, 2-6. 4-3 and 5-7. Played in New York Penn League. And of course, drafted by the Tigers. 3-2 here to Turin's. Mariners had 4 hits spread out around the lineup last night. Looking for the first one tonight. Bouncing ball is shortstop charges. That's Castro. Mariners go in order. That's our friend Ashley is interviewing the 1,000th vaccinated fan here at T-Mobile Park. Congratulations. Fans can receive the COVID-19 vaccine here at T-Mobile Park in partnership with the Virginia Mason Franciscan Health. There are the sites. Story here tonight, 2-0 Detroit, game 2 of a 3-game set. Spencer Turnbull has no-hit the Mariners through 5. He's retired the last 6 in a row and 15 of 16 that he's faced. Justin Dunn, a career best 8 strikeouts. He's walked 1. Jaime Candelario has got him for a home run and an RBI groundout. And here's Candelario again. Bill Kruger joins us right now. Give us your eval on both of these pitchers here, Bill.
Well, Justin Dunn is impressive tonight. I mean, we know he's got strikeout ability, but the big thing is that his fastball command has been better. Command in general has been better. He's only walked 1. And, really the one solo shot on a first pitch ambush and then, an infield hit and a wild pitch, he's pitched brilliantly. Spencer Turnbull has been even better. And he's got a nice, easy-going, smooth delivery. The ball kind of gets on you. Good slider, good command. You kind of think back. Of course, I think way back because I'm old. But I think back in the days, they're trying to rebuild the rotation, right? You think back to the 80s when I played. Jack Morris was the horse. And you kind of think of Casey Mize as that guy that maybe, I don't know if he could ever become a Jack Morris, but I'm sure they have eyes on that. And then the guy that was quietly a great pitcher behind Jack Morris was a guy named Dan Petrie.
You bet.
Well, that's who Spencer Turnbull reminds me of. Good slider, won over 100 games, real steady Eddie, didn't get a lot of publicity, but that's who this guy reminds me of.
That's a good comp.
For Turnbull, Bill, when you look at his slider, you see a lot of chase of his slider, not just tonight, but this year it's gone up Way up. So he's made some sort of adjustment on that slider because it seems to be breaking late. Guys have a tough time picking it up.
Yeah, this is the first real good look I've had at him. His fastball moves, and he's able to get ahead. He's got good command of his fastball, and that's what allows him to, throw his slider and make a chase with it. He's got enough with a little bit of run to keep you honest if you're a right-hand hitter, and then that thing just keeps creeping away from you, right? As a right-hand hitter, you guys know a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, I've chased many of them.
I mean, I'm not saying it's easy. I mean, I found out a lot earlier than you guys. Well, you guys never found out. You guys were big league hitters, but I mean, I found out early enough that I wasn't a good enough hitter, so I had to go to the mound. That was my only choice.
Griggs, we talked a little earlier in the ball game. I thought Dunny had a great tempo to start the ball game. Can you speak a little bit about tempo and how important it was and what kind of a role it played for you as a starter?
I think it's really important. I think every pitcher should try to think about speeding up. Get the ball, get the sign, and go. I think you may be a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning if you're not a real fast worker, but I think it's going to help you. I really do, and I always had in the back of my mind because I think I became a much quicker worker as my career went on, and my control got a lot better along with it. And plus, I wanted my defense to play. I didn't strike out 9 a game, so defense was really important to me, and I wanted those guys ready to play. So you better throw strikes, or they get on their heels.
Is it more difficult when you have traffic out there, Bill?
Probably, but today's game, I mean, who runs? The Mariners run,
Yeah.
but who else does? Nobody runs. You guys got a little bit of the fast turf. We had the fast turf, and then we had a lot of guys. Every team had at least one guy, a leadoff hitter, that could just go, and if he got on it, it's going to slow the pace. Having to deal with a Ricky Henderson, for example, or a Kenny Lofton, you can go down the list of guys that can really run. But every team had 2 or 3 guys like that, and there was a lot more sign exchange from the manager, a lot more relay from the catcher, right, Dan? Yep. And you had to throw over, you had to step off, you had to hold. We're not watching that drama being played out right now. It's kind of non-existent. There's room for the running game because a lot of pitchers are lazy and don't hold runners well.
We'll bang out on that note, and that's a very good note, Bill. Thank you so much. Get you on Mariners Post Game presented by Alaska Airlines. A guy that Bill mentioned, Dan Petrie, who's on TV for the Tigers, Steckenrider getting ready. He had a heck of a career. 13 years, 125 wins, 104 losses. With Detroit, he went 119-93. Good career. 1-1 pitch here to Mazzara. I'm told Dan Petrie's son, Jeff, is a defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens. So we get a chance to see him. The Canadiens come to Seattle starting in October. Dan, you'll be able to get your hockey fix again.
No.
You're fired up, right?
Pretty exciting. I'm really pumped for NHL hockey here in Seattle. It'll be a great, way to spend the time in the winter time, and then I'm anxious to get over and see that arena too. Just the remodel that's been done looks pretty amazing.
What are you going to say when they invite you to put on the pads for a workout and have a couple of laughs?
I'll wait for that invitation
Good breaking ball, strikes out Mazzara. That's 9 strikeouts as Dunn continues to build from that season best. Their career best, beg your pardon.
Yeah, breaking ball trying to go to the bottom of the zone and just about hits that line, 81 miles an hour.
Mazzara has K'd 3 times. Dunn came in. His career best in the game was 6 strikeouts. He's got 9. There's 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Derek Haas, catcher. Fly ball. Is it going to slice enough? It does. Into the stands. Haas tonight struck out looking and fly to left. I'm trying to end this inning. Just walk Candelario to start this frame. The other walk was Grossman in the third, and Grossman came around to score. Mariners still looking for their first hit against Spencer Turnbull. Off the fist. That's going to drop in front of Haggerty for a base hit. 2 on for the Tigers, 2 outs in the 6th.
He's going to jam him. He's right on the label. That will be a base hit.
And Scott Service coming to get his right-hander. 5 2/3, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits scattered, and down 2-0. That's a shame. He's pitched well. Didn't get any offensive help at all. The Mariners being no hit so far in this ball game. But Dunn getting a nice round of applause. Even a tap on the back by Justin Dunn can keep his head high through a nice ball game tonight. It's unfortunate he's on the short end here.
Yeah, I thought he was really aggressive in the first inning, which was a good sign for him. Eventually he started to go to his curveball and slider. Fastball command was pretty good overall, but they just could not solve the breaking ball. Excellent pitch for him. That's good to see. I thought maybe against this club that has struggled offensively, he would be more aggressive, and that certainly has been the case. Able to expand the zone at times when he was working ahead. Good outing.
Watch Angel Hernandez. Even gives Dunn an attaboy.
5 2/3, his career high was 6 innings. I was hoping he would get there. Again, 5 hits, couple of runs they were earned. He's responsible for the 2 base runners, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, 94 pitches, 67 strikes.
For Steckenrider.
Average fastball, 93 miles an hour. Curve change. This will be his 14th appearance on the year. He's pitched well. Opponents hitting just 190 against him.
Castro fouls it off. He's behind 0-2. Castro, good start to his night. Single to center, single to right. He's got 2 of the 5 hits for Detroit. Steckenrider trying to put an end to this inning here. Looks like he might have a chance. JP, nice play. Gold glove quality. Well done. Run. Mariners have partnered with Virginia Mason Franciscan Health and the City of Seattle to offer COVID-19 vaccines at 3 different locations during tomorrow night's game here at T-Mobile Park. Vaccinations are available to those 12 or under who have not already received their first dose. Mariners thank fans for their role in helping keep our community safe. Mariners looking for their first hit. Looking for their, oh, nice catch down the line. Beautifully done. First hit and first run. He had it all the way. Gave a little punch out. Gave a little. Gave a little Tom Halley in there with the catch. 6 consecutive retired, 15 of 16 for Spencer Turnbull. Left field, here's Grossman towards the line, 1 out. And it's going to bring up Sam Haggerty. Sam is grounded out to second. All right, how do we solve this, boys? Another no-hitter here? Come on. Jeez.
I think they got to try to just be aggressive with the fastball early if you can.
Saw Marmolejos come up there swinging, hacking first pitch.
I think at this point you have to take a shot at it. Certainly don't want to have to deal with his slider. It's plus slider this evening. and that's what they're starting to do, be more aggressive.
Oh, and 2.
And missed the fastball and right back to the breaking ball.
Oh, 2. One base runner. Kelnick walk in the 4th. Ground ball. This will be Scope. Let's check in with Brett Adam.
Well, Dave, thank you. You told us about the weather down there with the rainbows. You didn't tell us about the double rainbow or hashtag where I root. Luckily, this photographer, Bridget, did. She captured it outside the game there. Does that mean there's 2 pots of gold? I'd like to think so. And then Mitch Haniger making dreams come true. I like this one from Carey. Foul ball. Thanks to Hanny. Great job there getting the foul ball. Now, if she can just maybe get a home run ball. The Mariners need to get a knock in this one, guys, obviously.
That's the beginning of it, Brett. No question about it. Ground ball to Miggy. Goodness gracious. 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. Mariners no hit through 6 by Spencer Turnbull. 2-4 dealer, home of the F-150, America's best-selling truck for 44 years. And by Jack in the Box, dip into this. Grab a box of 15 tiny tacos or get them loaded only at Jack in the Box. That is a heck of a picture. If you're a cinema student, you want that as maybe one of your themes as you turn into the most dramatic part of your film. What a good look. Dave Sims, Mike Bowers, Dan Wilson with us tonight. Drew Steckenrider's going to face 8, 9, and 1 in the Tiger lineup. Here's Wilson Ramos to lead off. Justin Dunn, 5 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, career best 9 strikeouts, but he's on the short end. Mariners being no hit by Spencer Turnbull. Ramos tonight, 0 for 2. Bullpen has been outstanding this year. Got Cal Raleigh checking in, 2 for 4, couple of doubles and an RBI. A 9-3 loss. A lot of hitting heroes up and down the system for the Mariners. Popped it up. Dylan Moore for the out. Detroit got a first inning run, a home run. Heimer Candelario, switch hitting third baseman, first pitch he saw. Then Candelario strikes again in the 3rd. After Badu struck out, a walk to Grossman. Grossman moved to 2nd on an infield base hit, to 3rd on a wild pitch, and scored on Candelario's infield groundout. Here's Badu again. Struck out twice. Who didn't like that call?
Good fastball tonight from Steckenrider. We see him at the bottom of the zone, working it in and away as well.
Went upstairs and missed. Bullpen well rested now. That's a nice pitch there by Steckenrider to record a strikeout, his first of the ball game. 2 down. His Twitter Tuesday question 4. Tell us what the speed will be of the fastest pitch thrown in the 8th inning for your chance to win a Mariners New Era hat. Still have one more question. New Era baseball cap. Top of the order, here's Grossman. 0 for 2, walk and run scored. Two hard hit balls tonight by the Mariners, Henniger and Crawford. One base runner, it was Kelnick, a fourth inning walk. He stole second. Couldn't bring him around. Wow, that wasn't a strike.
Pretty good pitch on the inside corner. You see Torrens try to bring that onto the plate a little bit.
One to Grossman. Tigers come in with a 15-26 record on the road, 6-14, 4-4 against the American League West. In their division, they haven't fared well. They're 8-13. Stopped by Torrens. Second rider missing all of last year with the minor league shutdown. Had some good moments here with the Mariners. It's 2-2 here to Grossman. Center field for Kelnick. Jared makes the catch. Here we go to the seventh. Trying to bring is better together. Right about now, I'm imagining a whole bunch of Mariner hits. Why not? Being no hit by Detroit as we play bottom seven. See how the fellas fare here in the seventh with Mitch Henniger, Kyle Seager, and Kyle Lewis against Spencer Turnbull, who has thrown a whale of a ball game. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Well, Henniger is one of the few that's hit the ball hard. Well, to deep center field his last time up. And the first pitch strike, that's been common in this game. 20 batters, 17 first pitch strikes.
Here's 0-1. Henniger, Seager, and Lewis. Turnbull got his 5 strikeouts in the first 4 innings. Check that swing, 2-1.
We saw Marmo and Haggerty and Kelenic being very aggressive last inning, coming up to the plate, hacking. See if the Mariners try to continue to do that, try to get to him early in the count.
There you go, hard hit. Oh, what a play! Oh, my goodness! 1 out. Put a star next to that one. Heimer Candelario. He's hurt the Mariners twice with his bat, driving in both runs, and that is as good a play as you ever want to see a third baseman make.
I thought this was in left field for sure. Exit velo of 108. Kind of an in-between hop. He is trying to give ground so they can pick it up, and perfect backhanded play, strong throw across the diamond. Henniger can run well. You can't do it any better than that. And so Mitch has hit the ball hard a couple of times and has nothing to show for it. That was hit right on the button.
Strike 1 to Seager, who's 0 for 2, fly to right. And a strikeout.
Mike, you experienced a lot of those down there at third base, and I know a lot of it is your athleticism, but some of it's luck, just getting in the right place at the right time. That was just an outstanding play.
I can't even begin to tell you how that's a great play, because you're trying to get ground too, and at 108, you don't have a lot of time to do that. As Kyle hits this out to center, Badu will be able to take care of it. And the other thing too, you know, on a play like that is to get back to your feet and make an accurate throw, because Henniger can get down the line. He was able to do that also, so he was able to finish it.
Tell you what, he put new meaning to breathtaking play. You're right, Mike. That had double written all over it. Man. 2 outs in the 7th. Kyle Lewis has struck out twice swinging. Might be the clubhouse leader for best third base play we've seen this season as we play here in game number 43. And there have been a bunch.
Still 18 of 22 hitters tonight that he's been ahead of first pitch strike.
1-1 here to Lewis. 2 out, nobody on, 7th inning. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
He hasn't made many mistakes, but that was one right there. Fastball. It was pretty much middle. Kyle missed it, unfortunately.
Spencer Turnbull out of Demopolis, Alabama. Went to the University of Alabama. 2nd round pick, 2014 by the Tigers. 1-2 to Kyle Lewis. 2-2. 28 years old, 6'3", 210. Demopolis, a population of 7,483. Tiny town. 2-2. Mariners' last hit came in the 9th inning last evening. Mitch Haniger with a base hit center field. And that was in a 4-1 Tiger win. 2-2 here to Kyle Lewis.
He's fighting him. Going to the top of the zone, breaking ball down at the bottom of the zone. It's that 4th pitch that was in the middle of the plate. He fouled it back. Outside of that, not giving anything else to hit.
Casey Mize in the middle. Pitched a beauty last night. 7 2/3, a 3-hit, 1-run ball. 2-2 to Kyle Lewis. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 20. Join the Mariners' fully vaccinated sections tomorrow. Fans who have received a final vaccination dose at least 2 weeks prior to the day of the game. You can purchase tickets in non-socially distant sections for as low as $10. Plus, it's going to score you great rewards, including 20% off all Mariner team store gear and concessions throughout the game, a CS Rise shirt, and access to the T-Mobile pen. The fully vaccinated section tickets and info, mariners.com/vaccination. Speaking ball to the pen brings us Paul Sewell.
Yeah, good mid-90s fastball, good slider.
So far, just a couple of innings for him, but he has 4 strikeouts. This is his 2nd appearance.
He pitched Sunday, went 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Mariners 3-2 win over Cleveland. 0-1 here to Scope. Scope, Candelario, and Cabrera. 2-3-4 coming up here in the 8th inning.
Paul did a really nice job at the alternate site with the Mariners, and then went down to Tacoma, pitched a couple times down there, continued right where he left off with the alternate side. Really looked strong, good slider.
Let's get Scope 1-2. 2-2 here. Strike 3 called. Got him. Good start for Seawald. Here we go. Your final chance to win big tonight. Tell us which player is going to record the final put-out of tonight's ball game for your chance to win a Vizzy prize pack courtesy of Vizzy Lemonade Hard Seltzer. Thanks to everyone who participated. Join us again next week for more Twitter Tuesday. And here's the man of the hour, Candelaria. Well, actually, he's part 1A. Man of the hour, Spencer Turnbull throwing a no-no, but this guy has driven in 2 runs and made a just spectacular rob of Mitch Haniger. Home run and an RBI ground out.
Well, they just showed that Logan Gilbert's going to get the start tomorrow. You're picking me up tomorrow. You have to be looking forward to that start.
Yeah,
the second time around.
Yeah, good to see him. He pitched one outing in Tacoma, looked very strong. Great fastballs. We all see he likes to throw it up in the zone. Good curve, good slider to go with that. Mixed in a changeup from time to time. He's got all the tools.
It'll be a more calming situation for him.
To the gap. Long run. Kelnick not going to get it off the fence. What a night for Candelario. A 1-out double here in the 8th inning to go with the first inning homer. And the 3rd inning RBI ground out.
Just a solid line drive all the way out, going to hit in the middle of the fence. Some exit velo tonight. That one at 107.
There's Cabrera. Big is 0 for 3. Strikeout, fly to right, pop up the first. 1 out. Pitch here to Cabrera, well outside 2-0. 2 runs on 6 hits for Detroit. 6 hits. They've been well spread out. No multiple hit innings. 56. That's Turnbull right there. Retired the last 12 and 21 of 22. No hitter through 7.
A lot of guys stopping by to say hi there, Mike.
2-1. Fabulous career for Miguel Cabrera, trying to put him away here. 2-1. Slaps it the other way. That's going to drop in front of Haniger. Stop sign. He ran through the stop sign. Here's the throw to plate. Not handled. Candelaria, he was determined he was going to score. The stop sign by Chip Hale was up early and in good shape, and he just kept on coming. Cabrera with an RBI, his 11th.
Well, here's the base hit. Haniger with a strong throwing arm, and that's the reason why they were stopping him all the way. See where this bounces. A little bit of an in-between hop, and it ends up hitting the chest protector.
Here's a look. Look at Chip. He won't get a ticket for running that red light.
Well, same with the way this game is going right now, where the score has almost been worth Watching Terrence try to catch that like a middle infielder and put a tag on him.
Kelnick back a few steps. Two outs. The MLB Ballpark app. It's going to complete your next visit to T-Mobile Park. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app and select the Mariners as your favorite team today. First inning in which the Tigers multiple hits. Candelario doubles off the fence in deep center field, and then a base hit Cabrera to right field. Here's Haas. He got a single. Sixth inning. Base hit to left. Candelario, what a night for him. First pitch strike. Weak wave there, 0-2.
A couple of really nice sliders. The first one he starts inside off the plate that breaks onto the plate. That one there he starts on the plate that breaks off. Might even try to go a little bit further away and a little bit further down with this third one.
Oh, 2 pitch. Sewald looking for that final out here in the 8th inning. Two. So Sewald trying to limit the damage here, keep it 3-0. Two pitch. Out back. Sewald signed by the Mariners, free agent in January. Paul's career, 4 years with the Mets. 1-14 record. 2-2. So he's got a full count. 2 outs, a run in. Runner at first to be taken off. It's Cabrera, not a fast guy at all, as you know. Harold Castro's on deck. He's 2 for 3. Three-two pitch. Cabrera runs, and strike 3 called. Nice job by Sewald to end that inning. Mariners down 3-0, being no-hit by Spencer Turnbull, J.P. Crawford, Dylan Moore, and Luis Torren. They've had some wonderful sky pictures tonight. Mariners baseball being brought to you by Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, the Mariners' official partner in health, keeping the Northwest healthy at vmfeats.org. And by Steel. To find your local Steel dealers, visit steeldealers.com. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Ben Wilson on hand. What we have, the Mariners being no-hit by that man right there, Spencer Turnbull. Retired the last 12. He's retired 21 of 22, the only base runner. He walked Kelnick on a 3-1 pitch in the 4th inning to lead off that frame. Kelnick stole second and was left standing there. That's it. Crawford, Moore, and Terrens here in the 8th. The other side of the coin, Heimer Candelaria has made a spectacular defensive play, knocked out 3 hits and driven in 2 runs. Haniger's hit the ball hard twice. Crawford has one of the hard hit balls. That was back in the 2nd. 1-0 here from Turnbull. JP is fly to center, grounded out the 1st. Mariners 3-2 in this homestand, take 3 out of 4 against Cleveland. Lose last night. Ground ball right at Scope. It's 13 consecutive and 22 out of 23.
And that was one of the few times that they've been able to get into a hitter's count, 2-0 count. It was a fastball, 93, pretty much middle. Another ground ball out. Dylan Moore has grounded out a couple of times. It's to short, the other time to second base.
Mariners trying to avoid being no hit for the 2nd time in 13 days. John Means, May 5th, right here at T-Mobile, 6-0 with the Orioles. Three runs on 7 hits for the Tigers. Check swing, foul ball.
It would have been a strike anyway. It was on the outside corner.
You know, pitch number 90 there, too. Pretty good shape with that pitch count. I mean, he's not laboring. He's been pretty efficient all night long. Only been behind 5 of the hitters tonight. 19 out of 24 first pitch strikes. So,
1-2 strikes to Dylan Moore. Popped it up. Get into the stands. Tigers got a run in the 1st. Candelario with a home run. Another run in the 3rd. Candelario again. RBI ground out. 8th inning. RBI single by Miguel Cabrera, the future Hall of Famer. Ball and 2 strikes. Infield straight up. Pitch to Moore. Tiger infielder Candelario, Castro, Scope, and Cabrera with Grossman, Badu, and Mazzara in the outfield. Eric Haas doing the catch. '28-year-old Spencer Turnbull, the 1-2 pitch. 2-2. Here we go, 2-2 to Moore. Popped it up. 3rd baseman Candelario taking charge. 2 outs. '14 consecutive. 23 out of 24. There's Luis Terrens. Struck out in the 3rd, grounded out the short in the 5th. 2 outs here in the 8th inning.
We talked about it. He has really not made any mistakes. The last pitch, though, was in the middle of the play. There was an opportunity there. It was missed.
Terrens aggressive there on that first pitch slider. It was down, but middle of the plate.
Badu, the center fielder, a couple of steps towards right, not real deep. The 0-1. Count evens at 1-1. Tiger fans on hand here, witnessing an outstanding pitching performance by this young man. 1-1. One base runner for the Mariners tonight, fourth inning of Kelnick walk to lead off the fourth. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Perfect location on the slider, outside corner at the knees.
From a little town in Alabama, Demopolis, Alabama. The 2-2. Full count. What a performance this evening. Payoff pitch here to Terrence. Strike three called. He goes to the ninth with a no-hitter through 8. My goodness, that is strikeout number. Thanks to the folks at T-Mobile for their coverage cam. Great look at the media center here. Dave Niehaus Broadcast Center at T-Mobile Park. What a game here this evening. The Tigers 3-0 lead, top 9, and young Spencer Turnbull has no-hit the Mariners through 8. Here's Brady Lale taking over for the Mariners. A Beacon Plumbing call to the pen.
Average fastball at 93 miles an hour. Has a cutter, slider, and curveball. Last year, 15 innings, 11 strikeouts.
We'll face the bottom third of the Tiger order. Castro, Ramos, and Badu. Looking ahead, the Mariners will have Marmoleos, Haggerty, and Kelnick in the 9th inning. There's a flare, and that's going to work. He'll try to get a double out of it, and he's in there. Castro with his 14th career 3-hit game.
Well, tonight is his night. Been jammed a couple of times. Here's a third time. Right off the knuckles. Little lob out there. A lot of side spin on it. Doesn't even hit the grass. Ends up still in the dirt, but hustle double.
Frustrating for a pitcher. Makes a really nice pitch like that. Good cutter in off the plate. Gets his hands, but Castro not even able just to get a single, but gets a double out of it.
Wilson Ramos 0 for 3 for him. Marmoleos does have room. What away. Runner at second, 1 out. Killed Badu, struck out 3 times. Justin Dunn started for the Mariners, 5 2/3, a 5-hit 2-run ball, 2 walks, 9 Ks, a career best. Since then, Steckenrider, Sewald, and now Lale. Strike 1 to Badu. 0-1. One to Akil. Runner at second, Castro. Good movement on that pitch, 1-2. Lael out of South Jordan, Utah. He's 2-2 here. Lael, 7 games at the Mariners last year, 4.80 ERA, no record. It through the hole. Castro being waved around, and he's going to score without a throw. 4-0 Detroit. Badu with a base hit and an RBI, his 17th run batted in. Castro scores.
He's going to beat the defense this time, just finds a way to put it in play. All over on the left side.
So 2 hits in the inning, 1 out. It's Turnbull right there. 8 innings of no-hit ball against the Mariners. Top of the order, Robbie Grossman. Runner was on the move. For Detroit, a run in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the 8th, and now 1 here in the 9th. Back-to-back multi-hit innings. A run on 2 hits last inning. They've got a run on 2 hits here in the 9th inning. Runner goes, good break, and on a transfer, Torrens can't make the throw. Stolen base for Badu. He's 4 for 4 in the season.
Pretty good jump from Badu. You see Torrens coming up the throw, just not able to make that transfer.
One out and a 0-2 pitch here to Robbie Grossman. Slicing drive left field. Haggerty's right there. 2 outs. Seen some good pitching last night tonight, fellas.
That's for sure. I thought Casey Mize was excellent last night, but a little bit better tonight. Spencer Turnbull, what he's been able to do, 8 innings, has not allowed a hit. Just the 1 walk, that's it.
And like you mentioned, Mike, very few mistakes, middle of the plate.
Yeah.
Used all his stuff, used it all around the strike zone.
2 out to run in. Here's Jonathan Scope, the second baseman.
Kelnick with a walk in the 4th inning, and that's been it.
Through the right side, Haniger will come up throwing. Badu's flying. He scores. Throw cut off. 5-0 Detroit. Scope's second hit tonight. Scope had a 2-run homer last night, so he's enjoyed his time here.
So a couple of base hits in this inning and going the other way. Through the right side of the infield. Too much speed from Badu. Scores easily.
Seems like in those RBI situations, Mike, always a good idea to take that opposite field approach. Tigers certainly doing that this inning.
Yeah.
Candelario, 3 for 3 with a walk. Driven in 2 runs. Check that easy. 2 for 3 with a walk and the 2 RBIs. As good a defensive play you ever want to see. Robbing Haniger to lead off the 7th. Right to Haggerty, and here we go. Spencer Turnbull, 3 outs away from history. Coming up for the Mariners, Jose Marmoleos, Sam Haggerty, Derek Kelnick. There is your story. In addition to getting great run support, big part of the story is Spencer Turnbull. 8 innings of no-hit ball, 1 base runner, a walk to Kelnick leading off the 4th. He was left stranded there. Marmoleos, Haggerty, and Kelnick 8, 9, and 1. Here in the 9th inning. Mariners were no hit by John Means of Baltimore back on May 5th. Crowd of 6,883. Hoping for a base hit and a couple runs here from the Mariners. Strike 1 to Marmo. He's bounced out to first, flied out to left. Scope, the second baseman, in short right field. Foul ball, 0-2.
26 batters, 21 first pitch strikes. He's been working ahead the entire game.
0-2 here to Marmoleos.
Still good velocity on that fastball. Good movement yet. That was a good pitch at the top of the zone.
Turnbull has been outstanding. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard, foul ball. Turnbull coming in off a nice performance, a win against Kansas City back in the 13th. He's 0-2 to Marmoleos.
Started the inning at 100 pitches. Now at 105. His career high is 111.
Ball, 2 strikes. A.J. Hinch watching, and that pitch taken up high. 2-2. 5 runs on 10 hits for the Tigers. Nothing across for the Mariners. No runs, no hits. Count is run full.
Marmoleos down in the count, 0-2, works it back to full. 7 pitches in this at bat.
Pretty good patience right there on that curveball. Not to chase it.
The 3-2 pitch. Foul back.
And back with the breaking ball.
Tarek Skubal of Seattle U against Logan Gilbert. Series finale tomorrow. Once again, the 3-2 to Marmoleos. Walked him. Second walk issued by Turnbull. Take a look at these Tiger no-hitters. Verlander in Toronto got the last one. And how about Armando Galarraga? Remember that with the imperfect game? Jim Joyce blew that call. Jack Morris, Jim Bunning, Virgil fired trucks, George Mullen. The history of the Tigers.
Haggerty has grounded out a couple of times.
First pitch strike again.
Maybe a little help on that one. If you see Tracer had it off the plate.
Angel he's been pretty generous on that side of the plate all night long.
The 0-1. Ball and 1 strike.
After the walk, get somebody up in the bullpen. Start getting loose.
In there for a strike. Left-hander Gregory Soto is heating up. Pitched in last night's game, 3rd of an inning. 1-2 to Haggerty.
Hard throwing left-hander.
One-two pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 8 strikeouts for Spencer Turnbull.
He's going to chase the fastball down and in. Fastball almost looked like it had a little cut to it.
Yeah.
Late movement. Yeah, it did.
A couple of breaking balls early in the account to kind of slow him down, and then fastball down and in.
His teammates are into it. 1 out, 1 on. Jared Kelnick ground out the first. A walk and a ground out the first. Attack the first pitch. There's 1. And Kelnick beat it out. He got hit by that relay. So he's on fielder's choice. Marmoleos is erased.
Off the end of his bat, hustling the entire way. Wide throw, and it ends up hitting after he hits the base. Hits him on the leg. Let's come down to Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger's last time up. Exit velo of 108 at the third baseman, who made a great play, robbing him of a base hit. It'll be Mitch again. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times tonight and has nothing to show for it.
Five nothing Tigers, bottom 9. Turnbull, an out away from Tiger history. First pitch strike.
96 on the 2-seamer. He's running on fumes, Mike, but that's pretty good velocity right there.
There's some adrenaline going right
just
now.
Just a little.
Shift is on against Haniger. Scope, the second baseman, shading up is up the middle. Turnbull 0-1 here to Haniger. Swing and a miss. He's got him 0-2.
Perfect location on that last slider.
1 pitch away, 1 strike away is Spencer Turnbull. 9-25 in his career. He went 3-17 in the 19th season. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Mitch Haniger. Swing and a foul tip. Spencer Turnbull has thrown a no-hitter here in Seattle. The 8th no-hitter by a Detroit Tiger. And the second time in 14 days the Mariners have been no-hit here at home.
Well, I think you look at the game plan for him. We knew that he was going to have the good fastball, use his slider, his best pitch. But the main thing for me, Dan, is he worked ahead the entire game. First pitch strike after first pitch strike. And he wasn't just pumping heaters down the middle. He was working the edges of the plate with his fastball, using his breaking ball, an occasional changeup for him. That was a pretty good performance by him.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit the nail on the head, Mike. In control of the count the entire ball game. We only saw a few mistakes in the middle of the plate. Mariners weren't able to capitalize on them. But I tell you what, he came out here tonight, and the movement on his pitches, the velocity. We saw 96 there on the the bottom of the 9th inning. This guy had it all going tonight.
And after he got a little bit further into the game, he started using his breaking ball more and hitters counts, which also helped him to slow the Mariners down a little bit. But again, working ahead, 29 batters, 24 first pitch strikes for him.
Second round pick in 2014 out of the University of Alabama, 28-year-old Spencer Turnbull throws a no-hitter here in Seattle the 18th of May, 2021. Wow, that was some performance. The no-hitters prominent here in this 2021 season in Major League Baseball. He joins Wade Miley, John Means, who did it here on May 5th, Carlos Rodon, who did it to Cleveland, and Joe Musgrove against the Texas Rangers. What a story.
Well, you don't have a no-hitter, Mike, without some good defense. We can't overlook that play at third base by Candelario. Unbelievable play.
And it's typically what happens. You'll have a play or two along the way. And look, there was a lot of soft contact tonight, some routine ground balls, but the few times that they hit it hard, they made the plays on us. So you have to give them credit for that, too, and that's typically the way it works.
Piece of history, boys. Piece of history. 8th Tiger no-no. That'll do it from our end. For Mike Blowers and Dan Wilson, I'm Dave Sims. 5-0. Tigers a no-hitter for Spencer Turnbull. Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines starts right now with Angie and Bill.
Yeah, start taking off the cleats, start taking off the socks, you know, all of it part of history. Congratulations to Spencer. Obviously, the Mariners on the wrong side of history tonight. The Indians, and the guys just were talking about this, were no-hit twice this season, and now the Mariners have been no-hit twice. If you're wondering, there has only been 2 teams that were each no-hit 2 times in a single season. That happened once in Major League Baseball history. I'm going to have more on that in a little bit. Spencer Turnbull, though, this was a guy, Bill, who was 3-17 in 2019. And he just threw a no-hitter. What an incredible mark on his career.
No one could have seen this coming, Angie, particularly Spencer Turnbull. He's out there trying to survive as a big leaguer. I mean, he's got good stuff. This was no fluky performance. This guy was dominant from the beginning. He piled up 9 strikeouts in this game, a lot of weak contact. He had an excellent slider, but he threw hard with movement and kept the Mariner hitters honest and off balance the whole ball game. You know, he mentioned, Mike Blowers mentioned 24 of 29 first pitch strikes, and that allowed him to get to the slider, and that slider just kept creeping away from those right-hand hitters bigger and bigger and bigger. And boy, he started sniffing it right after he gets this unbelievable play by Candelario. I think that was the point at which he said, okay, I got a real shot at doing this. But like you said, when a guy is 9-25 coming into a game, the last thing he's thinking in the world is throwing a no-hitter and picking on a Mariner club that, quite honestly, has been very inconsistent offensively and certainly toward the bottom of the league. And all the offensive stats, this was not a fluke. John Means was not a fluke either. He threw the ball outstanding against the Mariners. This would have been an overpowering performance against any team, but no-hitters are tough to get, even in the year of the no-hitter, which we're in now, right? 5 no-hitters already. I think the record is like 7. It's been done a number of times, but boy, look at those numbers. That's an impressive line, a hat tipper, a momentous moment for Spencer Turnbull.
Yeah, 117 pitches he threw tonight. His career high previously was 111, and you could tell at the end there, I mean, he was just grinding through it. Obviously, there was no way he was ever going to be coming out of this game.
No.
But it just, what an amazing effort from him. The 2 walks to Marmo and Jared Kelenic, the only things that prevented that from being a perfect game. But the Mariners are the 19th team to be no-hit twice in the same season, and they are the 16th to be no-hit twice at home in the same season. This is not exactly the list that you want to be on here.
No.
No. Last happened with the 2015 Mets. We've got lots more to get to here on Mariners Postgame, presented by Alaska Airlines. It came down to Mitch Haniger. Yep, Mitch Haniger was down 0-2 in the bottom of the 9th, and he ends up being Turnbull's final out to throw and complete the no-hitter. Tigers win Game 2. They take the series as well. We'll be back right after this.